First on BBC One, Premier League football in Match of the Day with Desmond Lynham.
Good evening. Never before has a football season ended with the fact that we don't know who's going to win and who's going to be staying in the Premiership on the final day of the season. Well, here tonight on Match Today, we're going to correct that all for you and bring you a conclusion to what has been an absolutely mesmeric and spellbinding campaign. Liverpool and Manchester United went toe-to-toe. Either side knew what they needed to do to win the championship. We'll bring you all the action as this incredible, dramatic afternoon unfolded. David Beckham, the PFA Young Player of the Year, is across with him. And side netting from Hartson.
Barnes, this is superb football by Liverpool. Berger in towards Fowler. It was.
With 2 relegation places still to be decided, 4 teams knew that they really had it all on the line. A relegation battle that you really cannot take your eyes off is on its way.
It's been clear, but it's goes far to speed. Stewart will try to turn. Shadow!
Hart, headed away. It's come as far as Lee Shard. Takes aim. Great save by Gary Walsh and headed behind by Pearson for a corner.
Has to go back on himself. Here's Gemmell. Looking for an opening. Bart Williams and Hoydonk. Bart Williams again! Oh, that's a great save!
Andy Sinton. This is Chris Armstrong. Let's fly from 30 yards out.
There were some teams still playing for pride. We'll bring you all the goals that took place in those matches. We've also got the Goal of the Month competition to bring you. And we've also got Trevor and Trevor with us for the final show of the evening. But we start with a race for the title. Manchester United and Liverpool have been locked horns all season as challengers from Arsenal and Newcastle United have faded away. But it was Liverpool that seemed to have faded away at the final moment. They had a slim chance of capturing the title today. But Manchester United knew the title for the first time this season was in their hands. And that's where we pick up the story at Trevor Davis at Old Trafford. So for Manchester United, the mission is simple. A draw will be enough. Many believe with their superior goal difference to claim the Premiership this afternoon. A win will 100% guarantee it. In their way is the side that denied him the Premiership crown just 2 years ago. That afternoon at Upton Park, West Ham held out. Manchester United's villain that day was Andy Cole, that perhaps missed the biggest gilt-edged chance. But he starts today as Alex Ferguson's side looks to get set for this and a 10-day break to the European Cup final. Indeed, Eric Cantona, he partners Andy Cole, gives him backup support on the wings. Nicky Butt is preferred for Paul Scholes. Ronnie Onson and Gary Pallister continue their partnership. David May is on the bench. Moncur and Bishop lead the midfield for West Ham United. Young Rio Ferdinand partners Slaven Bilic in midfield. Hartson and Kitson continue their strike partnership. So for Manchester United, 38 games and it comes down to these 90 minutes for the Premiership crown. West Ham United have made a bright start to this game. Potts, Hughes. That's a good cross, and that's an important save by Schmeichel. And eventually Neville and Beckham clear it away. Hartson tried to loop it over Peter Schmeichel, but the Great Dane was able to pedal backwards and a strong hand parried out of the way. It's back, thought about the shot, mind you. Hartson's got his back to goal. Bishop, that's a lovely ball. Just under the feet of Julian Dix. Gets it back under control. And David Beckham, the PFA Young Player of the Year, is across with him. And side netting from Hartson. Hartson a mouth of everybody in the Stretford end. They just watched here. West Ham create yet another opportunity. Hartson's header, Schmeichel beaten. And there's a letter for Manchester United. A game they cannot afford to lose. Result has gone predictably expected at Hillsborough. Liverpool in control of that match. As things stand, Manchester United are still champions. Here's Beckham. That's a good cross. That's an early chance. Cantona got there. McCloskey, though, able to make a comfortable save and smother the ball. But it's better from Manchester United. It's the first time they've got him behind West Ham and created a real chance. Getting the better of Hartson there. Cantona goes back to goal. Andy Cole! Turned on his left foot. Thought he'd find McCloskey. Quite alert. Wasn't the case. McCloskey making a good save. One you'd expect though. Oh, the flick from Cantona was lovely there. Here's Giggs charging into the area. It's back out wide. Crossfield to Beckham. What a ball! Beckham looking for Cantona. Arrived at the header. Great football from Manchester United. What a ball by Dennis Irwin to David Beckham. One touch and puts it right in the area for Cantona to attack. Julian Dix is over the free kick. This is headed down. It's not a good header. Andy Cole for Manchester United. He's got two defenders ahead of him. Needs support at the moment. Oh, what a ball that is to Giggs. Cantona is moving forward. Beckham is forward. Here's Nicky Butt. Back to Giggs. Neil, Nicky Butt again. Keane. Good strength by Roy Keane. Cantona. Beckham. Oh, keeps going Beckham. Cole, looking to get it back to Beckham! Oh, what a goal that would have been. The PFA Young Player of the Year. Wonderful run and got a lovely return pass from Andy Cole. He beat Monker, wrong side of the post. How very unlucky. With Manchester United drawing, it was down to Liverpool away at Hillsborough. Could they really produce a miracle result?
Liverpool looking for their first championship in 6 years. Sheffield Wednesday have had a decent season, started off well and have kept a position throughout. Their campaign is finished. Liverpool, the premise is simply this: if Manchester United lose, Liverpool have to win. If Manchester United draw, it's a 6-goal victory or bust. Sheffield Wednesday in good spirits today with a strong line-up to finish the campaign. Booth and Carboni will be looking to end the season with goals personally. No place in the starting lineup for Richie Humphreys, who misses out through injury. Liverpool goes without saying. Fowler, Collymore, McManaman, Berger, Barnes, Redknapp and McAteer make a forward line that has to put the ball in the net today, just as the back three need to snuff out any threat that may end their chances early. This is it, it's all to play for. The final day of the 96-97 season is underway. Barnes, a bit too far out for a shot. McManaman first time into Fowler. Fowler couldn't turn, it's going to come for Collymore. Collymore shot, just the wrong side of the post. It was an ambitious attempt from there. There was an overlap run, but Collymore fancied it. And why not after the season he's had? Quite a way away in the end. Nicol wins it first, into Collymore from Fowler. And there was a push there, the referee spotted it. Stefanovic getting a little too close to Collymore there. And the free kick is given in a dangerous position inside 10 minutes. Going to be John Barnes from the free kick. He's whipped it in, to whip it in! A goal for Liverpool! And what a start! Just the kind they wanted! And it is the captain leading the charge, leading by example. A thunderous free kick. Tremendous whip on that free kick from Barnes with the left foot. It's over the wall, it's hit the crossbar, and I think it caught Pressman on the way down. Barnes will claim it, I think. It was right on the goal line. Berger. Plenty of support in the middle. Back to McManaman. Fowler on the turn. It's 2! 14 minutes. 2-0 to Liverpool. They are doing their bit, certainly. It's a swift turn from Fowler. We've seen him do this all campaign. McManaman knows if he gets the early ball in, Fowler will do the rest. Stefanovic, whose foul kicked all this off really, with Barnes' free kick opening the scoring, and here is Fowler and Collymore. Collymore finding Berger, chips it in for McAteer. It's 3! Well, they know the script. McAteer running from deep. It's good approach play again, and Sheffield Wednesday just cannot deal with this. Nolan dragged inside, got nowhere near Berger, and McAteer onside finds the net with a left foot volley. Barnes, this is superb football by Liverpool. Berger in towards Fowler. It was a spectacular attempt, but he couldn't keep it down. Somehow I don't think we're done with the scoring today.
Word spread about Liverpool's fast start at Old Trafford. Could that spark Manchester United to seize control in the race for the championship? Keane. Cantona. Butts. Goals onside. That's a nice turn. That's an important goal! And that's redemption probably for Cole. Well, what he went through at Upton Park after signing for Manchester United as they lost the championship that afternoon to Blackburn Rovers. Andy Cole has put Manchester United in control. As things stand, they are champions. First time he found a bit of room in the area. Brilliant finish, McCloskey could get nowhere near. Hughes. Potts. Just flicked away there by Gary Neville. John Moncur. The right leg of Roy Keane stopped that effort. Warring Schmeichel. Again, Manchester United with a slow start to the half. Wasn't far off, mind you. Big Wednesday evening trip to Munich. Play Juventus. Bishop. Kitson. Oh! Oh, the former Newcastle United man swiveled on a sixpence. Got the shot off with his left foot. On this occasion, though, wasn't quite with the accuracy to worry Schmeichel. But there is danger here for Manchester United. Neville. Here's Cantona. Give and go, and again. Oh, delightful. Here's Beckham for Manchester United. Keane leaves it for Cantona. Keane puts it in towards Butts. Back to Keane. Good touch, moving it away, getting under control. Here's Nicky Butts. Here's Cantona! Oh! Strikes the post. Beckham for Manchester United. And the offside flag eventually goes up against Nicky Butts. Which is understandable here, but Cantona on one touch, turning and swivelling on the volley, really caught hold of it. Very unlucky. Lewis Hughes for West Ham. Lazaridis, Hartson and Kitson are all forwards. And there's Lampard. This is nice. This is Julian Dix. Lazaridis. Oh, what a great save! Peter Schmeichel. John Hartson's low header. And Schmeichel's made a fantastic save there. He's perhaps had his best season for Manchester United, but the reactions here were fantastic. The only thing that can deny Manchester United the championship now is a West Ham win. Liverpool leading 3-0 at Hillsborough. Here's Giggs. Oh, that's nice from Giggs. And that should have been the goal that sealed it. Lovely from Giggs. Cantona, as he's done so often this season, looking to steal in a header from a Manchester United cross. I think credit must be given to Lampard for putting off Cantona. Beckham with the corner. Towards Cantona. Oh, Roy Keane! Right in front of McCloskey. Would have rounded off the season in style, but oh, blazed it over. The FA Carling Premiership of 1997 will go to Manchester United. It's a fourth title in 5 years. The redemption is to Andy Cole, that got the goal that settled this match. And put all the blemishes of up to part 2 years ago to bed. Cole is Manchester United's hero. And Manchester United have a heroic afternoon. They have been the side to beat very much in the Premiership era. And for the decade of the 1990s, it has been Alex Ferguson's side that everyone has wanting to catch.
It's Manchester United's year. A 1-0 win at home at Old Trafford to West Ham has been the difference. Liverpool could not get the goals in the second half that would have given them a fighting chance. Fowler and co have done their bit this season, but it's not enough. And it's United who capture the Premiership title. Liverpool's day at Hillsborough ends with a victory, but it's not quite enough.
And with that, Eric Cantona lifts the Premiership trophy. Manchester United's club captain has the league. Will he have the European Cup in 10 days' time? Glory for Manchester United, who have won the Premiership. And they have won it this afternoon by beating West Ham United by 1-0. Look, I've got to be absolutely delighted with the players today. They've worked so hard. It's been such a turbulent season. It has been one that we're not going to forget. That's certainly the case. In terms of the way it's gone, look, you can't write that, can you? Am I disappointed that we won't have a chance to compete for the treble? Maybe. So it's a great problem to be as a manager, that you're disappointed you haven't got the chance to win 3 trophies. Look, we got the European Cup final in 10 days' time. That's what the players have got to put their minds to. We're going to enjoy tonight, naturally. It's been a hard campaign, but we'll enjoy tonight. Tomorrow morning, we're going to get back on the training pitch, and we've got our minds firmly set on Juventus. So that's it from me. Alec Ferguson, Manchester United, deserved winners of the FA Carling Premiership. You'd have to. I mean, you can't sit there and say not finish first and say they didn't deserve it. I think that the biggest thing for Manchester United is they didn't panic in key situations towards the end of the campaign. When Liverpool led, Manchester United knew that they had the opportunities to peg them back. They knew they had the big game at Anfield. I mean, there's three moments for me where this championship was decided. Ultimately, first and foremost, we've got to go to those FA Cup replays. Liverpool had Man United beaten in a phenomenal game in that replay, but Manchester United learnt from that. Had United held on to win 1-0, I'm not sure they would have worked out how to play Liverpool in the next game, because that's where it comes from. In terms of results for Liverpool, they were found out at Anfield against Manchester United, but you probably turn around and see the draw against Spurs. That was a disaster for them. How they started the Manchester United game wasn't good enough. Their draw against Wimbledon, when they had all the momentum in the world, really didn't help them. The pressure of trying to win the titles really weighed Liverpool down, I felt, this season. Well, Trevor, we talked about perhaps where Liverpool haven't won it. Where did Manchester United win it? I think Manchester United's seasons all changed around when they won that European Cup semi-final. After that result, the momentum was with them. They'd beaten a phenomenally good side in Dortmund, and I think that gave Manchester United the belief. History will show you that from that point, when it was required to reach maximum points, that's what Manchester United did. They were wobbling in March, but they have come through today, and it's I think Trevor's right, that steely determination which they showed. So Manchester United have won the FA Carling Premiership. Liverpool will be in the UEFA Champions League. They've qualified in second place. But what about who will stay in the Premiership at the moment? 4 teams which knew that it was all online for them. We start our story at Goodison Park. Everton's 43-year top-flight status was in serious jeopardy. Chelsea were their opponents at Goodison Park. Everton knew that they had to win and hope results that went their way. Commentary for this one comes from Trevor Brotherton.
Everton with that 4-4-2 formation with Darren Ferguson up front and a big Scottish forward try and push on with Barby and Hinchcliffe on at the wings with Michael Branch, the youngster, up front. With Chelsea with a 5-3-2 of Gianluca Vialli and Gianfranco Sola up front, so those two will be the ones to watch out for, with Di Matteo in the midfield to hold on. Newton to Di Matteo. Di Matteo now will pass to Vialli. Vialli will turn and shoot. Oh! Just wide. It was great play from Chelsea. Di Matteo had the ball and it was receded back so quickly. Then give it to Vialli. Turned in the penalty box and shot. Bobby will try and whip it in. Oh, it's been cleared away. It's been cleared away, but it's gone as far to speed. Stewart will try and turn and shoot. Oh! That was not a bad attempt from Stewart, but speed at the ball in the middle of the park. Stewart will turn and shoot, and it was not far. Still in 19th. Minto will try and whip it in. Not good enough. Wise. Now to Di Matteo. Will try to give it to Zola. Zola! The Italian star has made it. 1-0 to Chelsea. And that is not good news. That is not good news for Everton. They needed to not get a draw or a loss, and that is not the result at the moment they don't need. But it was great play from Chelsea, and Zola, oh, unbelievable stuff. I did say to watch out for him, and he took that really well.
With Everton 1-0 down at half-time, Middlesbrough were the other side that needed results to go their way. While it was going well at Goodison Park, they still had the tough job to get a result at Ellen Road. Commentary from this one comes from Trevor.
Leeds United starting lineup today sees Nigel Martin in goal, a back four of Kelly, Harlow, Radiber, Dorigo, a midfield four of Kewell, Lee Sharp, Bowyer and Hart, with a front two of Wallace and Brian Dean. Middlesbrough also go with a 4-4-2 formation. Gary Walsh in goal, a back four of Cox, Pearson, Vickers and Clayton Blackmore, Fester, Emerson, Janino and Fleming in midfield, a strike pairing of Mikael Beck and Ravanelli. Lee Sharp, Wallace, Lee Sharp, back out to Harry Kewell. Cross by Kewell, Brian Dean's there with a looping header, over the crossbar, not troubling Gary Walsh. Good play by Leeds United in the first couple of minutes here. Great cross by Kewell, Brian Dean's header, loops over the bar. Vickers. Pass by Vickers, cut out by Dorigo. Here's Fester. Beck. Fester. Comes as far as Cox. And Emerson is in the Leeds United box here. What can he do? Emerson up against Radiber, holding him off. Good turn, deflected, and it goes out for a corner. Good response by Middlesbrough, 13 minutes gone. Look at this again, Emerson twisting and turning, holding off Radiber, gets the shot away. Not troubling Nigel Martin, but a corner. Martin, all kicking field, one in the air by Brian Dean, cleared away now. Ravanelli, brilliant header by Ravanelli, into the path of Fleming. Harry Kewell chasing back. Fleming holding off Kewell. He's up against Gary Kelly here. Great play by Fleming. He's still got the ball here, Fleming. Great footwork, it has to be said. Fleming, great cross now. And Mikael Beck is there. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's Middlesbrough. Take the lead. 19 minutes gone. Great cross by Fleming. Great header by Mikael Beck. Leeds United 0. Middlesbrough 1. Look what that means to the table. Middlesbrough still 18th. Hoping for a favour from Newcastle. But a brilliant start by them. Brilliant footwork by Fleming. Great cross. Let's have a look at it again. Holding off Harry Kewell. He's up against Kewell and Kelly. Look at that. Great cross. Great header. 1-0. Look at that footwork by Fleming, great cross there, and a header. It took a little deflection, as it seems, off Lucas Radiber, but Middlesbrough won't care. What will that do for their survival hopes? Wallace, Brian Dean, shot deflected, come out as far as Ian Hart. Hart, headed away. He's come as far as Lee Sharp, takes aim. Great save by Gary Walsh and headed behind by Pearson for a corner. Cross by Ian Hart, headed away. I thought Lee Sharp was going to hit that first time. He takes a touch. Good shot, but an even better save by Gary Walsh.
Middlesbrough leading as they are 1-0. It was all on Nottingham Forest. They had the difficult task of heading to St James's Park to play Newcastle United. But Forest did have their own destiny in their own hands. A draw might be enough, a win would absolutely guarantee it. But that was a tall order, seeing the quality of their opposition.
Alan Shearer starts alongside Asprilla, who starts as his strike partner today. Rob Lee and David Batty hold down the centre of midfield as Newcastle bring a few changes to celebrate the end of the season. As for Nottingham Forest, this is their biggest game in a long, long time. Ian Wone starts on the left-hand side with Stuart Pearce behind him. Harlan and Chettle hold down the centre of defence. This is a massive game, but it is all in Nottingham Forest's hands as to whether they can survive. Cutting that pass out well. Here's Elliott. Getting past his man well. Here's Asprilla. Looking for Gillespie on the turn. Good block. Gillespie again. Oh, it's a good save. Well, this all stemmed from a sloppy pass which Shearer cut out, and then Newcastle just piling the pressure on. And getting away with it. Great save by goalkeeper Crossley. Long ball forward. Stuart Pearce cuts it out, the captain. Looking for Van Hooijdonk and finds him. Here's Ian Wone. Has to go back on himself. Here's Gemmell. Looking for an opening. Bart Williams. Van Hooijdonk. Bart Williams again! Oh, it's a great save! Super save from the Newcastle keeper. Nottingham Forest very much trying to wrestle their fate in their own hands here. It's a cracking save from the goalkeeper. Haaland to Chettle. Looking for Little. It's found its way to Stone. He's got it back to Gemmell. Now Roy. Stone once again on that far side in the sunlight. Now playing it forward to Roy. He's got beyond his man. He's got help in the middle. Can he get it across? No, he couldn't quite find his teammates. Well, and there's a collision on the edge of the box there. I don't know which way the referee's given this. It's given it the way of Nottingham Forest, I believe. So Elliott, who's getting a ticking off from the referee. Free kick in a promising position for Nottingham Forest. And, well, a diving headbutt to the chest, I suppose you could say, was a foul. Stuart Pearce stands over this one. Will he have a go from here? He has had a go! Oh, it's a cracking save again! Testing the goalkeeper to full stretch. Haaland. Now Wone. Getting past Batty, looking for Bart Williams. He's got beyond his man in the box. It's Bart Williams. Plays it across Van Hooijdonk. Oh, he slipped. Goodness me. That was a huge chance for Nottingham Forest. Will they come to regret that opportunity? He's got to hit the target there. Gemmell. Forest really taking the game to Newcastle here. Here's Stone. Little. Just having a bit of time on that far side. Back to Gemmell. Back to Little once more. Gemmell goes down under a challenge. Referee plays advantage. Whips it in towards Van Hooijdonk. That's another super save. They are knocking on the door for us, but the goalkeeper will not let them in. Great save by Hislop. Batty. Looking for Lee. Manages to nod it back to Elliott. Beresford now. Lee again. Stumbling a little bit under the challenge. Manages to get it back to Batty. Now onto the opposite side with Gillespie. He's got Wone for company. Finds Barton behind him. Barton, good turn, puts it in, Asprilla! Can't find the target. That's been a rare opportunity for Newcastle to get a shot on goal today. They've really been up against it. They just couldn't quite get the header right on target there. And we're into the last 30 seconds of this half. Can Forest give themselves a bit of breathing room? Stone. Great challenge from Elliott. Could Newcastle hit a counter here? Shearer lays it back, gets it back again. Finds Lee. Pushing it forward towards Asprilla. Lovely first touch. Shearer to his left. It's Asprilla! Just wide of the mark. Well, it was great build-up, playing a great counter-attack from Newcastle United. Everyone thought he was going to lay it off to Shearer, but he went for it himself. Goodness me, that was close. Sharp intake of breath for Nottingham Forest fans, that one.
Another side that destiny was their own hand was Coventry City. They knew that if they could get at least a draw, then they would be guaranteed of safety based on their superior goal difference. It was bad news for Middlesbrough and for Everton. That was unless Spurs scored against Coventry.
Gary Mabbutt's knee inadvertently won the FA Cup for Coventry 10 years ago. The centre-half skippers Spurs this afternoon. Teddy Sheringham and Chris Armstrong have enjoyed a fruitful campaign up front, with 6 of this team representing England at full international level. Gordon Strachan has opted to start with Darren Huckabee and Dion Dublin up front. Noel Whelan waits on the bench. Goalkeeper Steve Ogrizovic has seen it all, and he'll be anticipating a busy afternoon. This is it then, the 38th fixture of 38. Will Coventry City be playing top-flight football come August? Played into Andy Sinton. This is Chris Armstrong. Let's fly from 30 yards out. And it whistles past Ogrizovic's left-hand post. A signal of intent from the hosts though. Chris Armstrong coming close to the opening goal there. Just over a minute on the clock. What a start that would have been.
And over at Goodison Park, things were about to go from bad to worse to Everton.
So Chelsea with the ball, plays it to Minter, but it's been cleared away. Ferguson now, still keeping the ball. Oh, everyone was trying to get to him. Poor Rideout. Now back to Ferguson in the Chelsea half, but it's been cleared away by Petrescu. Di Matteo on the attack to Vialli. Back to Zola. Back to Vialli. Now back to Wise. Di Matteo. This is great play from Chelsea. Petrescu will play it through to Di Matteo. Di Matteo. Di Matteo! 2-0 Chelsea. And that has made Goodison Park absolutely quiet. They've not long won the FA Cup a few years ago, Everton. And the last time they won the top flight division was 10 seasons ago. But this is not the season that they will always be remembered if it stays like this. But what a goal from Chelsea. It was great play. Petrescu just played it through to Di Matteo, and he took that well. Everton should have done better with that defensive work. Really should have done better. Petrescu just had the time. I mean, Di Matteo had all the time in the world. The players should have done better. But 2-0 now.
For Middlesbrough, it then became the results in the other games. All ears were fixed to the radios. Word was spreading at the moment what was happening at White Hart Lane, what was happening at St James's Park. That did seem to distract the players ever so slightly though.
As Emerson comes forward, he has a shot, parried away by Nigel Martin. As I was saying, Everton losing 1-0 at home against Chelsea. It's looking like they're going to be relegated. It's a great shot there by Emerson, headed away then by Haller. Diagonal pass, great ball, Harry Kewell. Lee Sharp, good one too. Back to Harry Kewell. It's a deep cross. Brian Dean keeps it in. Ian Hart's in there. Ball's bouncing around. Gianluca Festa now can come away with the ball. Festa to Beck. Back to Festa. Cox. Beck. Emerson. Festa. This is good by Middlesbrough. Good play. Back to Emerson. Shrugs off the Leeds United defender. Come back to Juninho. Nice little flick there by Ravanelli. Blackmore. Onto his favoured right foot. Blackmore with a great cross. And Beck with a looping header. Over the bar, not troubling Nigel Martin. Just over an hour gone. And Middlesbrough still waiting for news at St James's Park. Hoping Newcastle can get them a win. Fend off Nottingham Forest. And can you believe Nottingham Forest have taken the lead at St James's Park? So as things stand, no matter what Middlesbrough do here, they will be relegated as Juninho is going to go into the book. Flailing arm there. Into the face of Lee Bowyer. And down below us, you can see news has filtered through to Brian Robson and his team that Nottingham Forest have taken the lead at St James's Park. Bowyer with a cross, headed away. As far as Haller. Haller. First time shot by Ian Rush and he shoots wide. By his high standards, he should have at least hit the target there. just over 5 minutes to go. Middlesbrough holding on in this game here. Ian Rush disappointed with himself there. Kuehl inside to Lee Sharp. Now Lee Bowyer. Tony Yeboah lays it off to Ian Rush. First time shot, whistles past the post. Gary Walsh not happy with his defence there. Look at this. Lee Sharp into Bowyer. Yeboah lays it off, and first time by Ian Rush, just wide.
So for Nottingham Forest, it meant one thing. If they could hang on or even score, then they would be guaranteed themselves a safety.
Could they make it even safer here? Wone still going. Driving to the edge of the box. It's Wone. Puts it in towards Roy. It's a looping header. It's off the bar. Well, they just kept on driving in. And that fluke of a header. Very loopy. Beat the goalkeeper. Hislop all ends up, but doesn't beat the crossbar. Well, Rob Elliott is coming off, and on comes David Ginola. Can he add a bit of spice to this Newcastle attack as they look to secure 3 points to finish the season on a high? Beresford. Ginola up against Little. Good feet. Looks to whip it in. It's towards Shearer. Headed away, but it's come as far as Rob Lee. Took a deflection over the bar. Corner for Newcastle. They're picking up a head of steam now. Nottingham Forest, aware that a draw will be enough at this point, might just be starting to feel the occasional little. Ginola in a bit of space, whips it in towards the Asprilla. Bit of a karate kick at the back stick, finds nobody. Now Ian Wone. Van Hooijdonk on the halfway line. Has time to turn. Holding the ball up well. Here's Stuart Pearce as Nottingham Forest look to come forward. Here's Wone. Stone. Roy on the turn! Oh, he's missed! Everyone expecting the net to bulge, but Roy couldn't find the target. Another golden chance for Forest to take the lead and control their own fate. Campbell's on to Roy now. Will he regret that chance on the bench now, will Roy? We shall see. Here's Bart Williams. Wone finding a bit of space. Got Gillespie for company. Now Pearce driving into the box. Can't get anywhere. It's come as far as Bart Williams. A long way out. Van Hooijdonk on the edge of the box. Van Hooijdonk! He's done it! Forest have been knocking on the door and they've just smashed it in. Could that be the goal that secures their Premiership survival for another year? They've come so close so many times this match, you were wondering if it was going to be their day or not. And finally, they have the breakthrough. Lovely finish from Van Hooijdonk, left-footed strike into the bottom left-hand corner. Hislop can get nowhere near it. Wonderful build-up play. First touch is excellent, and the finish is exquisite. Newcastle now got to do something to get a result here. Ball forward, looking for Les Ferdinand. Headed away. Haaland. Bart Williams. Oh, that's a late challenge. Referee says no. Shearer. It's Batty. Batty still going. Oh, it's just wide of the mark. Goodness me. How are your nerves, Forest fans? Because we are right on the edge here. Batty with a great effort. It took a deflection in the end, which just gave it that bit of dangerous spin. They've got a corner to defend now. Lee to take it. Whipped in. It's Shearer! Every other game this season, that would have been a goal. But somehow, Alan Shearer, who knows where the goal is every day of the week, has somehow missed. Beresford. Shearer. Great turn by Shearer. Finds David Ginola on this near side. Forest hanging on. Ball whipped in towards Ferdinand. Is wide of the mark again. Could Lady Luck be on Forest's side today? Newcastle just can't find the target. Look at this. Another great opportunity. Time ticking down. Not quick enough for Forest fans' liking, or the players in fact. Here's Batty. Batty still going, finding a bit of space. Thought about hitting it, doesn't hit it. Referee is blown for a free kick, is it? He has. Oh, there's a bit of a scuffle going on now. Haaland and Batty going at it. Tempers flaring. It means a lot to Forest, and you can understand why. He doesn't think that's a foul, does Haaland? That could be up for debate later on, but Alan Shearer on the edge of the box has a chance. It's Shearer! It's off the wall. 5 minutes of play to go. Forest players giving absolutely everything. Seconds tick away now. Ginola. Beresford. Can Forest hang on for Premiership survival? Batty finds Barton. There's still a chance here for Newcastle if they can get the ball in the box. Gillespie. Referee's looking at his watch. Forest fans want the whistle. Batty on the edge of the box. Doesn't shoot. Gillespie. And it's going to come to Beresford, is it? Doesn't quite fall to him. It's a long pass for Ginola. Can he get something into the box for Newcastle? Forest fans desperate for the whistle. Beresford once more. Newcastle just tantalising. Not pulling the trigger just yet. Time still going. Referee looking at his watch again. It's whipped in by Batty. Goalkeeper punches it. It's come to Gillespie. Forest can't quite clear it. They have cleared it. Surely time will be up, and that is it. The full-time whistle has gone, and Forest have stayed up. Unbelievable scenes at St James's Park. They were written off. They didn't have a hope. The script was against them. The pundits were against them. But somehow, some way, Forest got their goal and defended like absolute lions to keep their Premiership status. And there is the captain, Stuart Pearce, getting all of the ovation, leading this side to victory today like a true captain. What a performance from Nottingham Forest. They will stay up. Newcastle, this doesn't mean too much to them. Bit disappointed that they didn't finish on a high, but they still take the ovation of the home crowd. But for Nottingham Forest, this result means everything and means that they will be a Premiership side once again next season.
For Middlesbrough fans, all ears were glued to the radio. If Spurs were to score against Coventry, then they would be safe.
Looking for support, gets it from Richardson. Kevin Richardson. Now McAllister. Gary McAllister will shoot, and that is not far wide. Walker was rooted to his spot, but McAllister's shot just missed the target. Good effort from the Scotsman. Scales. Played into Sheringham. Sinton for Tottenham. Plays it in. Headed away. They defended resolutely all afternoon of Coventry City. Just a couple more minutes to hold on now. This is Anderton. Out to Scales. He's up against Telfer. Scales gets his cross in. Cleared away. Jason Dizelle. Will there be late heartbreak for Coventry here? Scales. John Scales plays it in. Headed away once more. And they've done it! Coventry City complete! The great escape! It wasn't pretty this afternoon, but they have kept Tottenham at bay. And the point is enough to ensure a 31st season in the top flight of English football. Steve Ogrizovic will be playing in the Premiership at the age of 40. Captain Gary McAllister is held aloft by his teammates. It is a wonderful achievement by Gordon Strachan's men. He came in midway through the season and is guided Coventry to safety. It's finished Tottenham 0, Coventry 0.
Everton, the Blue Harbour Merseyside have been relegated from the FA Carling Premiership, and they'll go down to the Nationwide First Division since 1950-51. What an unbelievable play from Chelsea. But Everton, dreadful season for them. Absolutely dreadful. Just absolutely dreadful scenes at at Goodison Park, and it was a match where they had to win. They had to win this today. But Chelsea have come here and spoiled the party at the Blue Harp of Merseyside. Absolutely insane stuff.
And there goes the final whistle as news is spread from the Middlesbrough fans and coaching staff to the players of the Nottingham Forest win at St James's Park. Emerson is slumped against the Leeds United goal frame. Juninho looks heartbroken in the centre circle. Ravanelli holds his head in his hands. Gary Walsh down to our right applauded the support of the fans from Teesside as he walks away with his head down, pondering life in Division 1. It was a spirited performance in the end by Middlesbrough, but it just wasn't enough. Middlesbrough are relegated.
Look, the players are going to be disappointed, and naturally so. You know, we've been to a final, we've been beat, we've lost our status as a Premiership club. Where the lads are going to, face the reality of Division 1 next season. Not sure every player will be going, but they've got to pick themselves up for one big game, one big match, and the cup final next Saturday. 6 days to really pick it up. I think that's what the players will certainly have their minds on. Look, we never give up, did we? We never stopped playing. We never stopped trying to win the match, and I think that was the big factor. And when we held on, we got the results, and sometimes you got to say you're a lucky manager. Luck's where opportunity and hard work meet, and lads here today, I've never seen a bunch of lads work harder than them. And it was all about what we're about today. It's digging in, working for one another, and I'm so pleased for them. Well, it's desperately sad on Middlesbrough and Everton that are both relegated along with Southampton. Coventry survive along with Nottingham Forest. Trevor, got to get your first words on Forest. Survival was in their hands, and a phenomenal result to beat Newcastle. Brilliant, weren't they? I have to say, from that game, I have no idea how only one goal was scored, because the chances were absolutely left, right and centre. It was phenomenal to watch. I guess the factor is, though, is Newcastle knowing they didn't have anything to go for. Forest, it was just 5-10% more in every tackle and every moment, and sometimes that can make the difference. A side that has nothing to play for with a side that does can find something just a little bit extra. That was my thought, my vibe, what I got really from the match, and I think ultimately, we've got to turn around and give all the credit in the world to Forest for winning that game. And Coventry City hanging on with a defensive performance for the ages. Yeah, I mean, Spurs were going for it, no doubt about it, but again, Spurs had nothing to play for, and you wondered if that was a different situation. I don't think they were committing as many men forward as they could, and Coventry were prepared to sit on their 18-yard line and defend for the final sort of 10-15 minutes, knowing that was probably going to be enough for them. So, you've got to sit there and say that under the circumstances, under the pressure, they did phenomenally well, considering where they were. Well, a word at the moment on the two relegated side, Middlesbrough and Everton. What's gone wrong for them? Well, Middlesbrough defensively, they've been poor away from home. They've leaked too many goals. They've had a great striker that's been able to bag them, but they haven't really been supported by too much else. And I think Middlesbrough, they need to regroup and need to find out what went wrong. I think Middlesbrough's problem was too many big players into that side, and they didn't gel. And that was the problem, ultimately. What about Everton, who will no longer be in the Premiership? Well, I think for Everton, we've got to look at the way in which they played this season. They weren't in the relegation battle for a long, long time, but their form has been abysmal last 3 months. And, they say form is temporary, class is permanent. I'm not sure the class is there with some of the players in that Everton side. They need to make a few signings. They really have got to pick themselves up because, a lot of players have let themselves down, and I think that was very much a factor in that. Well, with that, it just remains to be the final few games that took place in the Premiership. Trevor Sinstat rounds them up. Arsene Wenger said that his side could have done better towards the end of the season, but he would be much pleased to go have a full summer break and a transfer window to buy in. One thing he's going to have to work on is Arsenal's poor starts. Ashley Ward able to scoot past the once impregnable Arsenal defence. But Dennis Bergkamp and Ian Wright have struck up a wonderful partnership, and it was the two that combined to cause Derby County all their problems. Ian Wright's first goal was good link-up play. Dennis Bergkamp's first goal was more link-up play again, but also just a hint of brilliance from the Dutchman. The third goal was very unfortunate for Mark Poom. Coming in for the Russell Holt. Good turn by Bergkamp. It take a wicked deflection in the end off Daly. The final touch was off Mark Poom for the ball to roll in the net. Arsenal at least finished with an impressive away win. Well, we played some football. We played some good stuff. Not enough to win. It's disappointing, but we will go again next season, and we will try to do that. I think maybe we sign a couple of players, and maybe we'll go a step further and not find ourselves with nothing to play for at the end of next season anyway. Blackburn Rovers was safe, but knew that nothing bar an absolute catastrophe could put them down. That's losing in the excess of double figures. But their performance must be said that they probably deserved it. Leicester City ran out comfortable winners in the end, with Ian Marshall and Enyo Heskey combining fantastically. Indeed, Marshall's excellent give and go, totally pointing out just how disastrous Rovers' defence has been. But there's hope for Blackburn Rovers, at least the people that say that next season they can do a lot better, because this season they couldn't have done any worse. Emil Heskey made it 3 as Rovers finished the season off in a disappointing defeat. Aston Villa finished their season with a European campaign, beating relegated Southampton, and they've got young Lee Hendry to help for that. He got the opening goal of the match. Villa Park celebrating one of their own, starting for the side. Wimbledon concluded their season and it promised much, but in the end the congratulations were to Sunderland that magically survived. Don't tell Vinnie Jones that. He was able to get the winning goal for Wimbledon, as Selhurst Parks will have double the Premiership football next season. Will Vinnie Jones be there to lead the line for it? So there it is, confirmation. Manchester United win the Premiership, 2 points over Liverpool. Arsenal come third. Newcastle and Chelsea are also lined up. They will be in the UEFA Cup next season. Aston Villa just missed out, finishing 6th. Great seasons for Wimbledon and Sheffield Wednesday, and incredible for Leicester City, promoted last season after winning the playoffs. They finished 10th. Bottom of the table, confirmation. Middlesbrough were relegated by goals conceded in the end against Coventry City. Both level on points. Blackburn Rovers, despite staying safe in midweek, will be disappointed with that campaign. Sunderland delighted. They finished 14th in the end, right ahead of it. It's worrying moments for Southampton, Everton and Middlesbrough, who are all in the First Division next season. So before we conclude, to let you know some live football that we've got coming up for you at the moment. Now, of course, in midweek, we've got the UEFA Cup final, Paris Saint-Germain against Barcelona. We're going to be bringing you all the action from Rotterdam. And, of course, don't go anywhere this Saturday. The FA Cup final live from Wembley. We get on the air at lunchtime here for Cup Final Grandstands. We'll see you there. So finally left to do, it's time to choose your goal of the season. 10 goals to do. You pick your favourites. The winner will get a VIP treatment for a game of their choice next season. Here they are.
Looking to try and hit back this early in the second half. Gets the ball in towards Dennis Bergkamp. Lovely control. Bergkamp! And just like that, they get the start to the second half that they needed. And Dennis Bergkamp.
York to Townsend. Milosevic's further forward. Townsend's cross. Boys, a good one. Milosevich! That was a volley of pure genius.
Ginola. Oh, that's Ferdinand! That's amazing! Amazing goal! Oh, that's the goal his performance has deserved! Mark David Beckham, feature of England's performance. Gascoigne, Ince, Sheringham, good strength, still Sheringham, lovely goal, lovely goal.
Winterburn still going. Taylor dives in, but Winterburn still has possession, so advantage is played by Mr. Rennie. Here's Mason now. And it's Bergkamp. You're right. Back to Bergkamp. Can Bergkamp score? He can. 2-0. How easy is that?
Every time Sunderland have gone long, it's caused Arsenal problems. Here's Blatt. Now it's Hughes. Bergkamp. Right. Goes for goal! Oh, what a goal! It was going to take a moment of genius. And as pure as you can get, Ian Wright has delivered it. Beckham. Beckham's ball in. Cantona! Oh, that's amazing! He's just taken an opportunity out of nowhere.
What can he do? The England international. Peter Beardsley. Batty. Back to Beardsley. Shoots! It's wonderful from Peter Beardsley! Carragher lumps it forward to McManaman. It's a good header to Fowler. Now Berger. Back to Robbie Fowler. McManaman. Oh, what a goal from Steve McManaman! He's broken Sunderland hearts! And is that the goal? To wrap up the title for Liverpool! And it comes up to Shearer. Rob Lee to Ferdinand. Now Shearer. Now Beardsley. Oh, it's a lovely ball, and David Ginola, the substitute, is away. Ginola for Newcastle. Scores!
So the FA Cup final to come up. Chaps, very quick words. It's Liverpool and Middlesbrough. Who was your choice to win the cup? Look, Middlesbrough of going into this were big underdogs, but on paper you look at this Liverpool side, the way they've played. It's Liverpool to do, but upsets happen in the cup. That's the magic of it, isn't it? But on paper you've got to say Liverpool, haven't you? See, I'm going to be slightly different. I'm potentially going to say I think there is a chance for Middlesbrough, just on the basis that they've played in a cup final this season, and maybe they can find some spirit, some sort of resolve, to try and win it. I think you on paper, yes, Liverpool are the favourites to win this, but you never know. Strange things can happen, but I probably want to say my heart says Middlesbrough, my head says Liverpool. There we go. The heart and the head always getting involved as well. That's from it this season here on Match Today. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure to bring you a championship race that I can't see it being matched, to be fair. Well, that is until next season comes around. You have to stick around for what's happening with that. Bye-bye.